Listen, these speakers right here are absolutely phenomenal. DS5 from Jamo. What a speaker. I like the shape. I don't know how I ran into these. I was just on the internet. I was on Google. I don't even know what brought this search up. I wasn't even searching speakers. But all of a sudden there was a section for these Jamo speakers. I saw a picture of them and I clicked on them. These things were $68. They're a pair. And the shape got me, the price got me, and then the name got me. Jamo is a name that we all know and love, and they're made by Klipsch. So there's going to be a certain level of decency with these speakers. So I bought them. I was like, I've never heard of these. And I'm surprised that I haven't heard of these because these are about 5 years old. This came out in 2018. These are some phenomenal sounding speakers. They're very light. They aren't very big. And they are really well done. On the box, it says they have high quality audio, which everything says that nowadays, but there is truly a high quality sound that comes out of this speaker. And then the shape is really nice too, and I believe it's functional. There's a driver here and a tweeter here, kind of all in this. It's not necessarily wasted space because it uses the cabinet to reinforce some bass. It's a really big cabinet for the driver, and then there's a port under this panel here, which is where the feet are. It's a rubberized base, and there's a port. That's why it's slotted right here, if you guys can see. It's slotted here so that the bass not only doesn't have port chuffing issues, but it's down firing, so if you put it on a stand or a desk, it's reinforced. It's genius. I wish these were just regular bookshelf speakers. Jamo, if you are watching this video for some weird reason you're watching this video, please make some regular bookshelf speakers. I would buy a set of 5 to have a whole home theater. Left, right, center, surround sounds. I would even use these as Atmos speakers. These speakers are really good, but they're powered speakers. So the right speaker takes the power, the DC voltage in, and then it has a cable that connects it to the left speaker so that you have a stereo pair. And then these are Bluetooth enabled so that you can Bluetooth if you like to. And it also has an auxiliary port so you can plug like a 3.5 millimeter jack in, or RCH, a 3.5 millimeter. You can plug these in and use them for your TV, for your computer, laptop, tablet, cell phone, whatever. I would love these to be home theater speakers because not only are they small, they're bigger than the average home theater satellite, so they have a lot better sound than a lot of satellites do. They look good, and they sound good. They sound really good. I was listening at work to these. The package got delivered about 1 o'clock this afternoon, so at lunch I ran and grabbed these speakers and brought them to work, and I listened to them at work at all types of volumes, all different types of music, and I literally was so impressed with the sound that was coming out of these little things, to the point that I wish that Jamo made these non-powered so that you could use them in your home theater, because these speakers are incredible. So like I mentioned, these speakers are powered. So this is the one that is the master speaker. It has a touch sensitive power button on the top there you can use to turn off and on the speakers. It does have a remote as well, volume up and down, mute, change the track, pause, play, your basic stuff there. It is touch capacitive on the side. Now, one thing that I hate, and you guys can see it easily, is how bad the fingerprints are. If this is something that you're going to touch a lot, you would think it would be more resistive to fingerprints, but it's terrible. But if you can see past this fingerprints, which I'll do some B-roll, there is a little bit of options here to change the volume up and down, and a Bluetooth button here so you can pair it. And it's really easy to use. They're about 40 watts total system power, 20 watts per speaker, but you wouldn't guess it. With the volume level you can reach with these and the amount of mid-range bass that comes out of these, it performs way better than 20 watts would suggest you. So here's both of them, if I can get them in my hands. Here's both of them side by side. Identical speaker, says Jamo on the side. I really like these speakers, and I've never heard of them. I don't know if you guys have. I know a few of you guys said you have, but I never heard of them, and I love these speakers. $68 is how much I paid for these things, and they sound the way they do. This is a steal. So before this video ends, I will give you a sound demo. It is almost 10 o'clock at night here, so I'll be careful with the volume level, but I'll try to give you guys a little bit of a demo. But I do want to start by saying what impresses me the most about these speakers is probably equally two things. One was the mid bass. The mid bass is so clean and it has more of it than you expect. So when you're listening to music, I listen to a lot of jazz on here and a lot of things that had vocals, a little bit of opera, pop, and then every now and then some hip hop and R&B. But I listen to everything on these to see what they can do. And the mid bass just it just blows your mind, not because it's a lot of bass, but it's more than what you expect out of these. And that was the number one thing that really blew me away is how well these do with mid bass and male voices. I'll screenshot some songs I was listening to that you guys can try in your own systems. It sounded really good here. So the second thing that really impressed me is how loud these things got, and it never distorted. Full volume. The thing about powered speakers is that there's built-in amplification in these speakers, and so typically when you turn things up, it kind of maxes out. You wish you had more volume. I was listening to these outside full volume, and there's plenty of SPL with these speakers here, and the sound stayed clean. A lot of times speakers like this, especially ones that don't have the ability to add a sub, when you turn things up, it either gets really distorted or the bass stops climbing because it's protecting the speaker. But I didn't really detect this. So the DSP inside these speakers is well done. So I'm just going to have to tip my hat to Jamo on these speakers. And Jamo, please make these regular bookshelf speakers if you haven't already. They come in white as well, which I recommend getting the white because of all these fingerprints. But please make these regular bookshelf speakers to use in home theater, because I would buy these over almost every home theater in a box type system or satellite speaker out there. These are really, 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 really good. I'm going to do a demo for you guys, and we'll end the video there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll put a link in the description if I can find some more of these. I got this from Amazon, but they're in a lot of places. So link in the description. And let's listen to the demo before the video ends.
As I stood looking at the moon, I was suddenly filled with gloom. Wishing I were a dove flying my way to the heaven above. I was feeling lonely that night, remembering you made things alright. As I sat in my favorite chair, I felt your presence in the air, hearing your voice call out to me. I've turned, but with nothing to see. You are constantly on my mind, remembering things about you all the time. tears rolled down my face. Only you can fill this empty space.